Here we go. What's going on, family? It's your boy Simo the C Mitchell checking in with a Falcons bird bath watch party. It's a little bit impromptu. I decided to go ahead and check in with this Buccaneers and Panthers game, man. I was out doing some things a little bit earlier. Was able to watch it on the NFL app on my phone, and now I'm back at home after some nice lemon pepper wings, man. And I'm just kind of tapping in after halftime, man. Right now, the Buccaneers, they have the ball back about midfield. It's about second down right now. Panthers just missed a field goal. And those of you who are tuning in with us, I just decided I would go ahead and do this, man, as a Falcons fan, because I would like to see us have a three-way tie. So here it is, man. Buccaneers 3rd and 10. Baker Mayfield in shotgun. Takes the snap, drops back, fires across the middle, and looks like they're a few yards short of the first down by about 3 or 4 yards. Any of you guys out there who are tapping in with us, hit that like button, chime in with us in the chat. Let us know your thoughts on the game. Any of you Panthers, Buccaneers fans, let me know what you guys are thinking out there as well too. Right now, if the Falcons lose tomorrow, the Buccaneers would get in if they won this game. If the Falcons win, it doesn't matter what happens to the Bucs right now. I'm actually going for Panthers loss so that the Bucs can have a three-way tie and then we win tomorrow against the Saints. So here we go, 4th and 2. The Buccaneers are coming out and they're going for it, which is kind of questionable. Interesting. They're up 7-13. It looks like they're just trying to draw them off sides. And they were not able to, it looks like. Anybody just tuning in, hit us Falcons Bird Bath on Point Game Official. Hit that like and subscribe button. Also hit that notifications bell. And feel free to hit that Cash App for us. I'll be putting that up here shortly for you right here in a second. So the Bucs are going to take a penalty on that because they were not able to get them to draw them off sides. And they're going to go ahead and kick the punt right here on 4th and 7. That brings up a 5-yard penalty for them. So just them trying to draw them off sides or whatnot. And the Panthers haven't really been able to get a whole lot going all game. They also haven't been able to contain Baker Mayfield. That was probably one of their best defensive drives right there. Baker Mayfield's just been able to kind of get open and make some plays, use his legs a bit. But it's been a little bit of a defensive contest right now. This type of game is definitely suited to the Panthers. And watching this game right now, man, as a Falcons fan, I'm like, it's a little bittersweet, man, because I'm looking at two teams that we're definitely better than on paper or as good as. Some people might say we're not as good as the Buccaneers. We beat them twice. It's kind of hard to say that we're better than the Panthers. If I was a Panthers fan, I'd be like, well, hey, you guys weren't able to beat us. The record was you guys getting swept. But we're a much better team than what we've played against some of the other teams this year. And the Panthers are not like chopped liver or anything like that. So we're a lot more right there in the mix, and there's a lot more parity in this NFC South than people might want to let on or even admit at any capacity. But the division is kind of bad right now, and I think that we're on a rise while maybe Tampa Bay might be on the decline. The Panthers right now, they're kind of at a really weird crossroads. They're starting to get a little bit of something out of Bryce Young. Their defense is pretty solid. They've got a pretty good running game. Definitely one of the best secondaries in the NFL. They could use a little bit more offensive weapons at wide receiver, though. Leggett has not been what you want him to be. But that Tampa Bay team, man, they're getting older, and they're going to be losing some guys. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with, with their lifelong, consistent wide receiver. So they also have Chris Godwin, potentially, not coming back all the way healthy next year, or maybe even losing a step or two. So the Bucs have some decisions to start making in the offseason. They're coming back in from halftime right now. So let's see if these Panthers are able to make a little something happen, make a little noise on this drive right here. Hit those thumbs up in the chat for us, guys. We appreciate your love and support. Share with a friend. Sharing is caring. Give me some comments. Chime in with us here in the chat. Let us know what you're thinking about the game, man. This is a really messy game right here, but this really plays to Carolina's advantage, in my humble opinion, if you ask me. Carolina's not meant to be able to play from too deep behind, so they're gonna start up in their own territory and start the 10-yard line, and they're gonna come out with two tight ends. They go ahead and just hand it off ground and pound. And I don't expect to see them trying to throw a whole lot right here as well either. I mean, with the field being as bad as it is, I wouldn't want to be putting the ball in Bryce Young's hands quite as much. He's still learning the quarterback position a lot more, if you ask me. Um, so I think there's a lot of patience they want to exercise with him. So here they go back with second down. And they were actually was a 1 yard loss on that, so that's gonna bring us up to second and 11. They're going in an empty formation with just Bryce Young back here. And Tampa Bay is only gonna bring 4. Oh, they almost got there. Looks like they were able to get. He's able to fire it out to the sideline. He's able to hit. Looks like Chuba Hubbard right there on the sideline. And Carolina they really hit jackpot, man, with Rico Dowdle. They have one of the more interesting backfields in the league, where their running backs are very similar to each other. So we got a flag on the play, illegal contact on Tampa Bay's linebacker. So I think that's going to bring them up to a first down, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, and they are first down. And Tampa Bay just bailed them out, man. They're gonna have to make sure they don't play mistake. They got to play mistake-free football if they want to, dig out with this win. Tampa Bay is not that much better than these Panthers. All right, Bryce Young takes the snap. He's gonna pass it. Hits to the sideline, over to his tight end. He's able to get the first down. And as you guys may know, man, Tampa Bay has trouble with tight ends. They have trouble with tight ends and running backs out of the backfield. Even though they've got a versatile defense and they've got some speed out there, us especially the Falcons have had a field day with their tight ends and running backs out of the backfield playing against Tampa Bay. So it's gonna bring us up to first and 10, a little bit past the 20-yard line, and we got Bryce Young in shotgun again. He hands it off to Chuba Hubbard. Ooh, he just barrels on forward for another 6 or 7 yards, man. Tampa Bay is having a hard time stopping them right now. And again, these conditions are very much playing into the favor of the Panthers, if you ask me. And if I'm the Panthers, I want to keep this ball on the ground right here. So they come out with single back, looks like two tight ends, kind of bunched up formation. They hand it off to Chuba Hubbard again, man. And after that being on second and 5, that's going to bring us to third down. And looks like a gain of about maybe 2 on that. Tight end Trimble got his helmet knocked off on that one right there. Yeah, if I'm the Panthers, I'm gonna play with what got me there, what got me to the dance. It's a big third down right here, 3rd and 2 though. And I wouldn't be surprised if Tampa Bay actually came out here and brought a little pressure on this down. Todd Bowles one of the most blitzing, and they only bring 4. Oh man, Bryce Young hits it deep on Tetro McMillan, man. Oh man, beautiful pass, beautiful pass, beautiful pass. Man, they might get him some points on this drive right here, man. Oh man, wow, they got a flag on the play. Don't tell me that that's a flag on McMillan. We see they're rolling the replay back. Oh, and they are going to call the flag on McMillan. It looks like he gets kind of like Debo'd the wide receiver, and yeah, they're gonna call offensive pass interference on it. That's a little bit physical. I don't think I'd have called it though. 3rd and 12 right here. Let's see what they could do. Let's see if Bryce Young can do it again. Bryce Young takes the snap. He drops back. He's jumping around back there, and he gets it out of bounds. Yep. So they're gonna bring up another punt, man. It's gonna bring up 4th and 12 again, and this defensive ugly toilet bowl match just kind of continues from this point. And I'm not even mad at this, man. I like these type of I like these type of games. I love to see these type of games where it's a defensive struggle, a defensive matchup. So the Panthers are gonna kick it from their own 21-yard line. It's got a little hang time on it right there. They call for the fair catch. They don't get a return on it. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if they can stop Baker Mayfield on this particular possession right here. So far, as of right now, they haven't really had a lot of success on that, but it hadn't actually turned into a lot of points uh, for the Buccaneers so far. So I know, like all the Tampa Bay fans are sitting on the edge of their seats right now. They're hoping that they can actually win this game and that we'll come in for a loss tomorrow. But like I said, I like to see the as much as I hate the Buccaneers, I would like to see them win this game so that we can get our 3-way tie, and that we could keep them out of the playoffs, and Carolina can still go to the playoffs without actually having to have won 9 games. And it just becomes a playoff by default type of scenario. We can't have too many more bragging rights with anybody else, but we definitely can't run the risk of Tampa Bay talking about having consecutive playoff appearances. They can't have these guys thinking they're as good as they are. I want you guys to let me know out there, man. Who do you think our number one, or I guess our number 2 rivalry is? I was talking to the homie G Money earlier. He was saying that just in Atlanta, that the Falcons fans think that the Saints is the biggest rivalry, but he was saying, if I'm not mistaken, that Falcons fans outside of Atlanta don't really feel as though that's the case. So I want you guys to let me know in the chat out there, or if you have any friends that might think otherwise, let me know what you guys think about that. Is there another rivalry you think is as big in the NFC South as the Saints and the Falcons? Because I just don't see it. I just don't see it if it's not the Saints and Falcons. I don't see anybody else having as big of a rivalry. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens on this next series right here, though. I think that Tampa Bay can actually come out here and move the ball on them. These Panthers have a pretty solid defense, but I mean, call me crazy. I believe that they can. I believe that they can still move it on them. If they're able to move the ball running on this next possession, uh, that's definitely going to be where it's at, because them trying to just throw it in the air, it could be a little bit tough. I mean, you got J.C. Horn out there, so on first and 10, Baker Mayfield lines up, single back formation under center. Got 3 wide receivers out here. Little misdirection, passes it. He gets that out there to Ibuka. Ibuka had a nice season starting off earlier this year. Since the beginning of the season, though, he's had a few drops, and he hasn't been quite as on the money with his hands. But I had a Bucs fan was trolling us earlier this year, telling us how he thought Ibuka was the best receiver in the NFC South, and for a second it did look a little bit hard to even argue with him about that. So that's gonna bring us up 2nd and 2. Baker Mayfield hands it off in single back formation. It looks like they definitely get the first down, plus maybe 2 or 3. It's going to bring us up to 1st and 10 again. And this is kind of what I expect Tampa Bay to be able to do, be able to move the ball just good enough with running the ball that they can kind of get some play action and then be able to free up some things downfield. But I don't think that I don't expect them to have a field day just slinging it all across the yard. And if the Panthers can hang in there, they might be able to get them a turnover off of Baker. There we go, 1st and 10. Baker lines up under center, single back formation, 3 receivers, and they go ahead and hand it off again to Bucky Irvin, man. Nice. Man, Bucky picks up about 6 on that play. Bucky Irvin plays a lot stronger, a lot more physical than you would expect for a running back of his stature and his size. He's not just a little speed scat back guy. He runs very effectively in between the tackles. And definitely isn't as good as Bijan Robinson, but he's definitely one of the better running backs in the league. I don't know how great he is with his pass protection. He's a little small, so it's kind of hard to necessarily be as effective as you want and to take the amount of carries that Bijan can. But so they hand it off again on 2nd and 4 to Bucky Irvin. And looks like he gets a gain of about maybe 1 or 2 on that. So it's going to bring up a pivotal 3rd down for them. And if the Bucs want to be able to punch it in, they definitely going to have to. They're definitely going to have to score and get this first down right here as well. Ooh, nice. Bucky Irvin takes the handoff and just trucks the defensive back. Ooh, and if I'm a defensive player, I'm loving that, man. If I'm a defensive player, I'm loving that, man. Let's show the replay again. Wow, man, he just runs Jackson right over. Jackson was on the receiving end of that, and if you're a player, you don't never want to have that happening. All right, so here we go. 1st and 10 again. Baker Mayfield, single back. Bucky Irvin, the lone back in the backfield. Tight end in motion. They fake the handoff. Oh, they're almost going to get Baker. Are they going to be able to get him on the set? Baker gets out of it. Fires away downfield. Okay. Incomplete pass. Let's see if they're going to call a flag on it. Looks like really good coverage by Scott on. Oh, they do call the flag. He tried to get it to the tight end on that. To Cade Otton. That looks really suspect, man. Let's see what they do on the replay. They're always wanting to give it to the offensive player. That's weak. That's weak. It doesn't even look like he gets contact. Yes, as the tight end trips up, and it looks like he trips over his own feet, honestly, in my humble opinion. But they just bailed him out. There goes 1st and 10, man, at the 35-yard line. And they're inside of Carolina's territory. They hand it off on 1st and 10, and they're able to get nothing. It might even be a short loss. Of course, that's not to Bucky Irvin. That is to their backup running back. Let's see who that was. I didn't see his number at first. And as you get closer to the end zone, man, it becomes a little bit harder for teams to really hold on at that point. So that field shortens. The defense gets a bit tougher. Real estate becomes more scarce. And this is where you really make your money. They're going to come out shotgun, 2nd and 11. Baker hands it off to Bucky Irvin. He's going to get a short gain of about 3 or 4 yards. Just try to make up for that. This is going to be a huge 3rd down right here for them now. This is going to be 3rd and long, but manageable for the most part. And limiting their playbook a little bit more because it's going to make sense to go ahead and go with a little short pass right here. If they can pick up the 1st down, that'd be awesome. If not, they might be able to try to get in the field goal range, and we'll see if they go ahead and try to put some more points on the board. Or if they do something weird like punting. I think from here it would probably be almost like a 50-yard field goal, maybe a little bit over. They're gonna let the play clock run out, and they're gonna just go ahead and take it into the to the next quarter. Go ahead and go to commercial break. So it's been a really back and forth muddy game with the weather being so bad. But these are two teams that desperately need this win. Uh, Both of them, if they want to be able to try to hold their future in their hands as much as possible. Specifically, if the Panthers can win this game, they don't have to worry about who wins tomorrow between us and and the Saints. But if Tampa Bay wins, that'll put them at 8 wins. Right now, they only have 7. So, you guys out there, man, if you're not Falcons fan, well, if you're not a Bucs fan or a Panthers fan, let me know. Let me know who you're pulling for in this game. I doubt that I even got any Bucs fans or Panthers fans chiming in here because I don't typically do the watch parties for the Buccaneers or Panthers at all. So it's kind of a nice little addition that we want to add on Point Game Official. So we appreciate you guys tuning in right now. Honestly, I mean, I think that if you could go into the off season as a Falcons fan or even as a player, and we have ourselves in a position of a three-way tie, I think that boosts the morale for everybody. Definitely boosts the morale and gives a lot more credibility to the head coach and Raheem Morris to just really be talking toward us being a team whose turn is very near and close. But if we could actually go out here and get us a win tomorrow, and it is a three-way tie, that just solidifies Raheem's job, in my opinion, a little bit more. Of course, anything can happen. They're still talking about potentially firing Raheem Morris. They've even been talking about the possibility of getting rid of Terry Fontenot and trying to get the assistant GM up in Chicago. His name is I'm drawing a blank on his name right now, but he used to be in Philadelphia. I don't think that would be a good idea. I think as a Falcons with the Falcons, it would be smarter to just go ahead and leave Terry Fontenot in the driver's seat right now. This has been probably one of our best drafts and our best span of drafts over the last few years. I think he's been better than Thomas Dimitroff has over the last few years. So we're back in for break though. They got Baker Mayfield and shotgun on 3rd and 8. 3 receivers. Drops back for the pass. Scrambling around. They're trying to get him, and oh god, he's only going to get a yard or 2 on. He picks up a yard or 3 rushing, but not a first down. So it's going to bring up a big decision for them on 4th down. Do they want to go with the field goal, or do they want to, try to do a little pop-up punt, or do they want to just go for it? They're going to bring up the field goal kicker, Chase McLaughlin. I had him in fantasy this year. He did very well. It's going to be a 48-yard attempt right here. So let's see if they can actually pull this off with this weather being so bad right now. All right, he's able to fire right down the middle. As much as I hate Tampa Bay, I gotta pull for him right now to win this game. I did say on my show earlier this week that I was going to be pulling for the Panthers, but it kind of slipped my mind that Tampa Bay only had 7 wins right now, and the Panthers were in complete lead of the division with 8 wins right now. So you got to get that 3-way tie, man. I think it just means a whole lot more for this team and these young players we have out there, and the cohesiveness and morale of our team in general. So today we're gonna pull for those Buccaneers fans. And honestly, I wouldn't want it any other way. Put the pressure on us, man. Let's go out here and beat these Saints tomorrow, man. You know the Saints are going to want to play, going to want to beat us, and I think this is going to be a nice little litmus test for gauging some of the adversity with our team and being able to. It's not a playoff game, but it's still a big time game right here. It's bragging rights. And if you can come out and you could beat the Saints twice in a year, it's awesome. And if you could keep Tampa Bay out of the playoffs, that makes it even better. You guys let me know out there. Who do you hate more, Tampa Bay or the Panthers? Tampa Bay or the Panthers? Who do you hate more? Who do you think is a bigger rival for the Falcons, Tampa Bay or the Panthers? We actually have a longer history going back with the Panthers than Tampa Bay because that goes back to the old NFC West days. But as you guys can see right now, we have a 16-7 game. It's gonna be interesting to see if these Panthers can come back out here and do anything. If they can answer, if they don't answer right here, that just gets them a lot further from what their strengths are. They're not a good team to play from behind. Let's just say that they're not built to play from behind. They don't have high powered offense. They don't have a lot of playmakers. They have two really solid running backs and they have a pretty good wide receiver who's a rookie in McMillan. But yeah, they're not built to play from behind. They're built more so to be able to try to play with lead, even though they have pretty solid defense. So this is going to be a huge, huge key down for them right here, especially with Tampa Bay playing at home. They're nursing the lead, but they're playing at home. They're not on the road. So now these conditions do work a little bit to the Buccaneers, not the Buccaneers, but to the Panthers' ability. And if I'm the Panthers, I don't go away from the run on here. But I'd probably bring up a few screen passes. Try to get our guys out of the backfield in some space. I'd still be trying to go to our tight ends. Wouldn't be surprised if Todd Bowles wants to bring a little bit more pressure on them. That's kind of the name of his game. That's how he likes to get down. So they're going to be gearing up for the kick right here. They get it back deep into the end zone. And the Panthers are not going to come out. Smart move. Smart move, fellas. And Bryce Young hadn't been having a bad day. Hadn't been a bad day. All right, here comes Bryce Young. First down, single back. Well, single back pistol formation. That's a guy in motion. Little misdirection. Passes out to their tight end on the crossing route. I'm sorry. That's Coker. He's big like a tight end. Number 18, Jalen Coker, wide receiver. It looks like they're going to go ahead and put the ball in Bryce Young's hands. They're not worried about him making any mistakes. And essentially, that's what you got to do. We got Bryce Young pulling up again with shotgun, 2nd and 7. See what they're going to do here. Okay, got a little dump down screen pass to Dowdle. He makes it out to the first down. He's still running for another 10 yards. They do get him down finally. That's a big play for them right here, man. Let's see what they're able to do next coming up. Definitely kept them on their toes, and they did what I said that I thought they should do. Definitely went with that screen pass, which again is more so to the strengths of those guys. We got Bryce Young in shotgun. It's going to bring us up to first down in 10. Single back. And they hand the ball. Oh, they fake the handoff. He fires out there on the sideline to Leggett. Leggett's been a little bit of a disappointment, just in my humble opinion. He's not really been what you would want a first-round receiver to be. I know he was drafted later in the round, but he hasn't even been able to get over 400 yards yet in either of his two seasons. At least not much over 400. Maybe he's there a little bit, but yeah, it's been an ugly sledding for him so far. That's going to be a 5-yard gain. That's going to bring us to 2nd and 5. Let's see what they're going to do right here. I'm expecting maybe a run right here. I can see a little short pass. They're moving. Okay, fakes the handoff. Passes again over the middle, and he's not able to get that to Coker. Yeah. Next is going to bring up 3rd and 5. And they can still go with the run right here. I would have maybe went with a run right there. They definitely were coming in hot, though. Looks like they had some simulated pressure, but Tampa Bay is getting up for this down right here. They've got some guys up on the line of scrimmage. It looks like they're fake. Oh, here they come with the pressure. Okay, Bryce Young's able to evade, and he's able to hit the receiver across the middle, man. Ooh, Leggett takes a hit on that. He looks like he's hurt a little bit. I don't know how. He looks like he may have fell funny. May have hurt his knee or something, or extended something. That's a huge down though, right there. He's able to get it across to about the 20 on that play. Nice little crossing route. Way to hold on to it right there for Leggett. He hits him right in the numbers right there, and he's supposed to catch that. I mean, he doesn't deserve a pat on the back for that, but he's not been living up to what they want him to though. So it's gonna be first down for him, and they're right there in the green zone. He hands it off. Oh, they go with a flea flicker, fumbles the ball. Looks like the Buccaneers have it, and the Buccaneers do have it. That was not the place to get cute at. That was not the place for them to get cute. And you only got yourself to blame if you're Tampa Bay. I can't believe they did that. Jay Black, what's up, homie, man? You say the Bucs got some home cooking going on today? It definitely appears so a little bit, doesn't it? I mean, I feel like they're pretty much just outplaying these guys, though. I mean, if you ask me, they're outplaying them. I feel as though they're pretty much outplaying them. Tampa Bay is not exactly crushing it out there, but the Panthers are not doing a whole lot to help themselves out either. Panthers just if I'm the Panthers, I'm upset about that. If I'm the coach, I'm chewing somebody out, man. You can't fumble that, man. As a matter of fact, I don't know why they even went with that call right there. I think that was a little bit too much. I think they were doing a little too much trying to get cute. But that's also why some people kind of question whether those guys actually have a good team or not. I honestly feel like they're a little bit overrated myself. I don't think they're quite as good. I don't think that they're necessarily a great coach team, but their record is better than ours right now, and they did beat us twice. So there is that. So shout out to everybody joining the stream right now. Tap in the comments. Let me know what you think about the game. Let me know who your team is, who you're repping. I'm a Falcons fan over here for Falcons Bird Bath, but definitely concerned with the outcome and the winner of this game. I myself right now, I hate to say it, I am pulling for these Buccaneers as much as I hate them. I'd much rather see the Panthers in the playoffs, which is why I'm hoping they make the playoffs and there's a three-way tie for the Falcons, Buccaneers, and the Panthers at the end of the day tomorrow. But with the Falcons, of course, winning and keeping the Buccaneers out of the playoffs. Can't have these Buccaneers fans thinking they're any better than they are. Can't have them trying to brag out here about how they've gotten consecutive playoff appearances however many times. Yes, I'm a hater. No, screw them Saints. I think we're gonna beat those boys tomorrow. But it's gonna be interesting. It's a really good game we got going on right here. Tomorrow we're gonna have the pregame show as well before the Saints game. So chime in with us on that as well too. Bucs came out here with two tight ends, and they go right back to the ground with Bucky Irvin playing ball control. He's gonna pick up about 2 or 3 yards on that carry. And if I'm Tampa Bay's offense coordinator, I'm gonna keep the ball on the ground as much as I can. Maybe some short passes here and there, and you got to keep them off the balance. But I wouldn't get too cute. I keep the ball on the ground. I keep going to Bucky Irvin. I don't know that the Panthers have shown that they can just 100% completely stop them. And Chase McLaughlin's got a pretty good leg, man. If they can get in the field goal range, he's pretty much automatic. He's been pretty good for them all year. So at the 32-yard line, 2nd and 6, single back formation. Looks like two tight ends again. Fake it to Bucky Irvin. Baker on the rollout. Bam! He hits the receiver across the middle. That looks like that's Godwin. I'm sorry, not Godwin. It's number 15. Man, big play right there, man. Big time throw by Baker, man. Right there on the money, man. And he gets that to Johnson, man. And like I said, they did exactly what I was saying that they're gonna probably need to do. Kind of keep them on their P's and Q's. At this point in time, you're gonna be expecting the run, so you got to hit them with the pass sometimes. Tampa Bay's gonna come out first and 10 in shotgun. Baker Mayfield, and they could easily go with the run, and they do. Hands it off to Bucky Irvin. He's getting a little bit of room, and looks like a gain about 2 or 3 on that. So it's gonna bring us up to second down, and I'm gonna estimate 2nd and 8. I'm gonna estimate 2nd and 8. We'll see what the spot is here shortly. And that'll be 2nd and 7. My bad. 2nd and 7. Baker Mayfield takes a snap and shotgun, fires across the middle or on the numbers right there. And he's able to get that to Godwin. Number 14 for the first down. Looks like Godwin has a little bit of a stinger right there, man. He got hit pretty good right there as he caught the ball. Tampa Bay's they're on the move a little bit right here, man. Let's see what they're able to do right here. First down, single back formation. You got 3 receivers, 1 tight end. And they hand it off to their running back in the backfield again. They get a short gain of about maybe 2 yards on that. Might be only a yard. They got Mike Evans out there. And let's see what Mike Evans has been doing so far today. Yeah, I agree with you, Jay Black. The Bucs are definitely outplaying the Panthers. So you're on your phone. You want both teams to lose, right? I'm with you on that, bro. Here they go again. 2nd and 9. Baker Mayfield in pistol. Tight end screen. Cade Otton rumbles across. 15-yard gain, it looks like. Yeah, 12 or 13, but first down, man. They are in field goal range now. And it looks like Tampa Bay is gonna they're gonna get them a score right here, man. Good for those guys. I need these boys to win right here. Now we can't go around and lose tomorrow now. We cannot afford to lose tomorrow if they win. It's gonna bring up first down for Tampa Bay. They hand it off and we get the whistle called real quick. It's like we have a flag on the play early. False start. That's gonna back them up. And you can't do that if you want to win this game now, Tampa Bay. You cannot do that if you want to win this game, Tampa Bay. Good teams find a way to win. Bad teams find a way to beat themselves. Bad teams find a way to beat themselves. Which one is it with Tampa Bay? I think they're a little overrated. That's going to bring us up to 1st and 15. We're in shotgun, 3 receivers, and Baker hands it off again right there. Nice little run, man. To Rachaad White. Number 1. It's kind of interesting seeing Rachaad White lose his position to Bucky Irvin, who had a really good year last year, but he's definitely the harder runner. He's falling forward a little bit more. He just kind of puts his foot in the ground and goes. But Rachaad White's a little bit more of their passing downs back. And he's a little bit bigger than Bucky Irvin, if I'm not mistaken, as well, too. So looks like they're going to keep Rachaad White in the game. It's going to bring us up to 2nd and 8 right here. Baker's going to line up in the center. Guy in motion. Hands it off to White again. I just don't feel like he runs quite as hard. But that gives us a gain of about 3, maybe 2 on that play. That's going to bring us around to 3rd down right here. Jay Black says the Panthers are a TD away from making this a game. Yeah, I mean, Tampa Bay scores right here. That's going to be a 3-possession game, if I'm not mistaken. Right now, it's still a 2-possession game. So they'll be up by. Well, it'll still be a 2-possession game. They get a touchdown. I mean, a field goal. Baker drops back on his third down. He's scrambling around. They're trying to get him. 3 guys on him. He's trying to sack him. He's able to get the ball to Cade Otton, it looks like, on the sideline. And it's just short of the first down, it looks like. It's a nice little play, man. Baker's out there just running around, galloping around like he's Lamar Jackson. It's kind of interesting seeing this, man. Baker ain't like a 4.5 40 guy, man, but he's able to kind of get loose sometimes. He wouldn't be able to do that against the Falcons now, though. That's an amazing catch by Cade Otton. He's able to get his feet both in bounds, man. Let's see if they go for this. And they are going to go for it. They're lining up 4th and 1. Let's see, they're going to call a challenge play right on the play right here. Bad decision, coach. Bad decision, coach. Don't do it. They're saying it's a worthy challenge. I don't know. I don't know if that's a worthy challenge right there. I mean, I guess, I'm armchairing it over here, but not what you want, man. You are not about to win this challenge. He looks like he has both of his feet down in there. What do you say, Jay Black? It looks like he got his feet down, man. I think it has to be inconclusive. It has to be inconclusive if you're going to win the challenge. And I'm not certain that it's 100% that was not a reception on that, man. They're gonna be down a timeout if they lose this challenge right here. But man, you gotta love it, man. This is essentially a playoff game right here, man. And like you said, man, no matter who wins, we kind of both lose. I take that back. I think we still win if Tampa Bay loses. If Tampa Bay wins and we're able to beat the Saints tomorrow. That's the only way. That's the only really good scenario for the Falcons. That's the best scenario for the Falcons, if you ask me. What transpires totally. Tight end's foot was out of bounds before the catch. Was he? Did he step out at first? Because if he did, then he's not even allowed to come back in and touch the ball first. We're going to see what happens when they get back from break on this. But if Tampa Bay goes up 3, still essentially a 2-possession game because they can kick a field goal and still get a touchdown. Oh, no, I got that wrong. That would still be a 2-possession game, though. They would need to score 21 to catch up to them. It would be a field goal and a touchdown would put them only at 17 points. So they still have to come back and score 2 touchdowns. So it makes it a 2-possession game still. You say, yep, Jay Black, huh? It's going to be interesting, man. Hey, rest you guys chime in with us in the comments, man. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think. And let me know who's watching out here. Give me a shout out. Let me know who you're a fan of. Who's your team? Hit us in the comments. Personally, like I said, it's a bit bittersweet. We're better than both of these teams, in my humble opinion. Even though we did not beat the Panthers at all, I feel like offense wasn't clicking the way it needed to be. I don't want to make any excuses, but we played them again. I think we beat them. Oh, wow. And so we're back in, and they ran a play while they were at commercial break. The Panthers blocked the field goal. That's crazy. Wow. Big play by the Panthers, man. I can't believe that. I can't believe that. One of the big boys right up the middle. Oh man. And that's a touchback. I don't even know who won that challenge. Huge special teams play though. Man, you gotta be happy if you're the Panthers coach right there, or if you're a Panthers fan. Huge, huge play, man. And that's gonna bring the ball out to the 20-yard line for the Panthers. Man, it's Saturday afternoon, sitting here drinking cerveza, eating on chicken and beer, man, lemon pepper wings. I love it, my man. All right, first down. Bryce Young and shotgun. And let's see if Tampa Bay brings any pressure. It looks like it's a pretty light box right now. We got three receivers out there, four receivers. They drop back, throws it. He's able to hit his guy. Short little pass, right inside the seam. It's gonna bring up second down, and let's maybe say 7. Bryce Young lines up. They're going to go tempo offense. Hurry up. They're in their 4-minute offense right now. 2nd and 5. My bad. I got that wrong right there. Forgive me. 2nd and 5. Bryce Young is shotgun. We've got 4 receivers out there again. One running back in the backfield. Fires away. Oh, he hits a guy on the sideline. Nice. Nice pass. It looks like they got a hand on that. That ball came out a little wobbly, but still able to get the ball and get out of bounds. Trimble. That was the Tommy Trimble. Huge play, man. Trimble's been really good for Bryce Young all year long, as a matter of fact. So they're gonna keep going tempo though right now, and they're good. It's a gain of 19 right there, and they're gonna trust Bryce Young. It looks like we got a timeout that might have been called on that. Oh no timeout. Just got out of bounds. Okay, let's see. We got Bryce Young lining up his shotgun again. 4 receivers out there. Single back. Drops back for the pass. Screen to the running back, and they are able to snuff that out, man. Yeah, they couldn't keep going back to that. Tampa Bay's got some big boys out there, but they got some guys who can move around. You're not going to continuously get that on Tampa Bay, so. Nice execution, though. I mean, even though they weren't able to get it. And that's going to drop them for 5, man. That's going to bring up 2nd and 15. Oof. Ugly if you're the Panthers. Single, empty formation with Bryce Young in shotgun. He's able to scramble out, gets away, and gets the ball thrown out of bounds. That's going to bring us up to 3rd and 15. It's going to be a huge pivotal play right here for Tampa Bay. I'm sorry, for both teams, for Tampa Bay and for the Panthers. But the Panthers got to get a score here, man. They've got to get a score on this drive if they want to win this game. They have to get a score, and they're going to have to be able to advance on this drive right here. So let's see what they're able to do right here. Big 3rd down. 3rd and 15. They got to run it back in the backfield. Shotgun takes the snap, drops back, hits his tight end over the middle on the numbers. Ugh, that's Coker, I'm sorry. And he's well short of the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down. And that looks like maybe it was a 5-yard gain right there. Let's see. What are you gonna be able to do right here, guys? 4th and 8. 4th and 8. The Bucs have to decide if they want to bring pressure here or not. And this is a lot of pressure on Bryce Young right here. Looks like he's going to come out in pistol formation. No, he's in shotgun. Running back in front of him a little bit for blocking purposes, probably. Looks like Hubbard in the backfield. Young fires. Has a guy deep. McMillan. Oh, my God. What a catch. It wasn't really a great throw, but a great catch, man, because McMillan had to slow down. Tetrow gets deep, man. He's been huge for them all year. And if he's able to hit him in stride, that's a touchdown. If Bryce Young hits him in stride, that's a touchdown. Oh my God! If Carolina had a quarterback, they'd be a lot better off right now. It brings them right inside the 10-yard line. Bryce Young hops around, takes the snap, passes, throws it out the back of the end zone. Man, and they don't call a timeout on that, so time clicked away a little bit, but that leaves about 2 minutes and 31 seconds on the game clock right now. The Panthers got a decision on what they're going to go with. Do they just keep going with the pass? Do they try to run a little bit? Uh, if I'm not mistaken, they have all three timeouts, and they still have all three timeouts, and they still have the 2-minute warning. I'd probably go for something in the end zone again. This is on second and goal right now, so there are no more first downs. I'm maybe go with something deep or something close to the sideline, as they do. Drops back, passes into the end zone. McMillan comes up with the catch. Big boy style. Nice. We got ourselves a game right here, Jay Black, like you said, bro. 13-16. Mm. And there's no reason to go for 2 right here, I don't think. They kick the field goal on the point after attempt. That puts them down by 2. It'll be 14-16 right here. Big play though, man. Big play. Huge play, man. Huge play. Wow. Big play, man. Big play. We really got ourselves a ball game right here. So it's gonna be huge. It's all in Tampa Bay's hands right here. They control their destiny. If they can go out here and get them a first down, right? They get 2 first downs, the game is over. They can run the ball 3 times. They've still got 3 timeouts plus the field goal. I mean the 2-minute warning. So the Panthers still, if they stop them right here, if I'm not mistaken, they can still get the ball back and still score. Tampa Bay essentially will need to get more than 1 first down. Or they will have to milk it. Yeah, they're going to have to get the first down. Essentially, right. They just want to be able to put it away and go in a victory formation. You can't go 3 and out right here. Sorry. It puts it right back in the Panthers' hands. And I wouldn't be mad. Like I said, I wouldn't be mad seeing the Buccaneers win. I hate hearing Buccaneers fans talk smack, but I want to get that 3-way tie. I definitely want to get that 3-way tie. I think that's going to be a big morale booster for our team moving forward if we're able to get that 3-way tie going into the offseason. They say there are no moral victories, but I think there are a little bit. There are some consolation prizes. There are some small victories that you could build on. No, it's not a moral victory. It's just a plus. It's just a plus or something that we can build on. So I want to see what they're able to do right here. They kick the ball up, and Buccaneers are able to get it up to about the 20 something yard line. A moderate gain on that. But big play by Bryce Young on that play, man, by everybody, man. Man, I can't believe that they were able to. Tyrell McMillan, that's just a big boy play right there, man. He's able to really body that guy and muscle him out for that. I'm sorry, that wasn't McMillan. That's Coker. Forgive me, that was Coker. Sorry, I thought that was Tyrell McMillan. That was Coker. Wow, huge. So Tampa Bay comes out single formation. Baker Mayfield under the center. And they're going to keep the ball on the ground. Hand it off to Bucky Irvin. He's able to get about 3, maybe 4 on that. And let's see. Yep, they go ahead and burn that timeout. Panthers burn the first of their 3 timeouts. If they can stop them a couple more times right here and then play some good defense and not let Baker Mayfield just run around and get outside of them on that, That's going to be huge. It's going to be huge for them. So we'll see. We'll see what they're able to do right here on this. Second and 7 right here though. Key pivotal play right here. The Buccaneers. They need a first down. They need a first down if they want to ice this game. And I think a first down will do it. Well, they'll have to get another one probably. They hand it off again on second and 7 out of single back formation. And it looks like that's Bucky Irvin. Yep, Bucky Irvin. He's able to rumble forward for about another 4 or 5 yards right here. So I think that's going to bring us to a third and about 3 maybe. Third and 3 maybe. Let's see what they're able to do. Shout out to everybody out here in the chat. Much love to anybody checking us out on YouTube and on Facebook. We're on both platforms. Make sure you follow us. Point Game Official on Instagram as well. Point Game Official Sports on TikTok. I got shorts for you guys everywhere. If you're a Falcons fan, make sure you tune in tomorrow. Or if you're a Saints fan, tune in tomorrow for our pregame show and our live stream watch party tomorrow. It's going to be nice. It's going to be great. Hit that like and subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000 as well. Got a guy in motion. They fake the handoff, play action. Baker Mayfield rolling out on 3rd and 4. He's able to hit his tight end over on the sideline, and he rumbles forward for about another 10 or 15 yards right there. Huge pickup, man. The Panthers are not going to have to burn the timeout, but that brings it to the 2-minute warning, and that might all but be game right there. I don't know how much they're going to be able to salvage anything at this point in time. You can take off about 30 seconds off the clock after each run. That's the 2-minute warning stopping the clock, but the Panthers only have one timeout here. So they needed to stop them right there, and that might do it for them. If they theoretically kneel down right here, that would stop the clock right there. So they still could get the ball back. But it puts them in a really bad, tough spot right there. Tough spot right there. And hey, I'm not mad about that. I'm really cringing because for some reason I really hate Tampa Bay more than I hate the Panthers. But it's all good. I ain't mad at it. I'm not mad. If we win, if they lose this game, if Tampa Bay wins this game, again, it becomes a 3-way tie if we win tomorrow. But we have to win tomorrow. Whatever we do, we have to win tomorrow. That's the only thing that we can truly control. And it's all for nothing if we don't win tomorrow. So you guys let me know what y'all think out there in the chat. Were you guys pulling for anybody? Were you on the same page with me? With that right there. Man, not the Bucs, the Panthers got to be sick right now, though, man. Like, they're definitely going to be having to rely on us for tomorrow if they lose this game right here. They could have just put it away if they would have just been able to hold on for the win and been able to stop these guys. But of course, they're not able to, man. Tampa Bay has a pretty good offense. As much as I hate those guys, I got to give them their props. Baker Mayfield's been doing his thing. He's been able to evade some pressure. He's been able to, scramble around and make some plays. And they, the Panthers, if there's one weakness that they are having on defense, they don't have a lot of edge guys. They don't have a lot of depth at the edge either. So those guys can get a little bit winded. Baker Mayfield's able to do some things, and if you don't have a guy out there who can really like shorten that pocket, collapse that pocket, make it harder for Baker Mayfield to scramble around, he's gonna be able to do some things on you. So we're back in for commercial. It's 1st and 10. Baker Mayfield's got Bucky Irvin out there. It looks like. I believe he's going to line up under center. Yes, he is. And they got 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back out there, 11 personnel. Guy in motion, and they handed it off to Bucky Irvin again, just like I thought they would. It looks like we got us a gain of about 1 or 2 on that. Of course, the Panthers are going to call their last timeout. That puts us at 1:56, only 4 seconds off the clock. So the Buccaneers can basically go with the run for the next 3 plays. Uh, and it's gonna be interesting to see what they're gonna be able to do right now. I'm listening to to Dan Orlovsky and Louis Riddick right here contemplating over, hey, do you take knees right here, or do you try to run outside? Do you just run it forward? That's gonna bring up 2nd and 8 right here. You take the knees because you might be afraid of somebody fumbling, but you go get you a first down. Game's over right here. And I might play it a little bit more conservative. And, no, I go get it. I don't. You don't want to play. You don't want to play to not lose. You want to play to win. Just hold on to the ball, and they go ahead and they hand it off to Bucky Irvin right there. 2nd and 8. So that's about 4-yard gain on that play right there, or 2 or 3 yard gain. I think they were just at 2nd and 8. Clock is just ticking away. It's 3rd and 6 right here. 1:25 and ticking down. 1:23, 22, 21, 20. There's 10 more seconds on the play clock. They're not gonna. Are they gonna call a timeout? They are gonna call a timeout here. They're really gonna think about what they're gonna do right here. They're gonna leave 1:11 on the clock. Interesting call right here. They could have just went with no huddle and put the a run play in there. Of course, that's a little bit more predictable, and that's rushing things a little bit. So not the end of the world to go ahead and call a timeout right here and get your play in there. That leaves Tampa Bay with 2 timeouts. Of course, the Panthers have 0 timeouts. If they're able to go ahead and get the first down right here, game is over. If they're able to stop them, right, but it's not an incomplete pass and they keep the ball on the ground, but it's still short, they have a chance of getting the ball back. So I think that's where the decision was. Do you want to fake it? Okay, no, and they go ahead and go with the run again. And they're able to stop them short of the first down. It looks like a gain of about maybe 2 or 3 on that play. Oh, wow. Tampa Bay called another timeout. I'm sorry, they didn't call a timeout. Apologies. I thought they said they called a timeout on that. So the clock will tick away. 40 seconds on the game. 10 seconds on the play clock. 36 on the game clock. So, and they're going to come back out here and just run another play or see if they can get them off sides and then let as much time click off and then maybe just take a flag on the play. Yep. They're probably going to punt the ball. They're not going to go for a field goal in this opportunity. I'm going to punt the ball, see if I can pin them inside as deep as possible, make them drive the field, make them make some big plays to get in the field goal position. Maybe a little bit of conservative play right here. We'll see what happens in terms of the defense. Are they going to play some conservative defense once Carolina gets the ball back? But right here, if you're the Panthers, you gotta get you as great a field position as possible. And if you can run it back for a special teams touchdown, that's huge right here. Which is why if you're the Bucs, you gotta cover on this punt. First, you gotta get the ball snapped good. Can't allow any blocks. Can't allow them to block the punt. And then you gotta cover good. Tampa calls another timeout. Wonder what that's about. Huge play right here, though, man. Huge play right here. Let's see what Carolina's going to be able to do right here. (14-16) game right here, guys. Fourth down, they get the snap off, punt the ball, and it's going to roll down to about the 2-yard line. It's going to be a really tall task right here for these Buccaneers on this particular play. Ooh, it's going to be interesting. See what happens right here, guys. So they got 16 seconds left on the game clock. 0 timeouts. So it's going to take for the Buccaneers, it's going to take for the Panthers to get 2 deep throws deep on the sideline. And to get out of bounds. No matter what happens, they're going to have to get it. They're going to have to secure a catch and get out of bounds. That's going to be really tough. They are on their own 3-yard line. Bryce Young takes the snap out of shotgun. Has plenty of time with 3-man rush. Okay. Coker's able to get a reception, but he can't get out of bounds. And he catches it with like 10 seconds on the clock. They're going to clock it. Bryce Young's able to ground the ball. That gives him 3 seconds on the play clock. I mean, he's gonna have to hope that he can get himself a Hail Mary pass on this, because that's it. There's no catch and go for the field goal. No, it's a wrap right here. So, and I don't see it happening. This game's pretty much all but over. So, barring some type of crazy miracle, passes to the Coker, they're lateraling around, and they're able to hit them and cause a fumble, and the game's over. Tough loss if you're the Panthers, man. Tough loss if you're the Panthers. If you're the Buccaneers, you love it. They show Mike Evans and McMillan over there on the sideline showing each other some love, dapping each other up. Those guys are about the same height. Both of them about 6'4", 6'5". Huge game for Tampa Bay. Huge win for them. Big game for Bryce Young. He almost came back. He's definitely been maturing a lot more so. You got to be a little bit encouraged by what you're seeing if you are a Panthers fan out here. But as of right now, the Panthers are cheering for us and hoping that we take care of business tomorrow, so that those Buccaneers don't get into the playoffs and they can go ahead and win, because they will have the tiebreaker if we win out. They beat us twice. The Buccaneers only beat us once. So the playoff contingency of the Buccaneers right now rests on the shoulders of the Saints and the Falcons game tomorrow. And I like our chances against Who Dat Nation tomorrow. I don't think these Saints I don't think these Saints will beat us. I don't want to say they don't have a chance of beating us, because they certainly do. Any given Sunday, anybody can win. You know, these are division rival games. These teams know each other very well. They get up for these type of games all the time. But man, Baker Mayfield has a huge game. He comes out here, he takes care of business. He does what you need him to do if you want to win this game. Mike Evans had a solid game today. Bucky Irvin did his thing, though, man. Bucky Irvin did his thing. Defense played pretty solid for those Buccaneers. I'm going to pull up a few stat lines for you guys. Give you guys a few numbers. Bucky Irvin, 85 yards rushing on the day. Cade Otton, 94 yards and a touchdown, man. Mike Evans only two receptions for 34 yards, but They were big when he needed them from him. But other than that, man, the Panthers didn't play a bad game defensively anyway. Offensively, they were okay. They weren't able to get much on the running game. Bryce Young throws for 264, man. Two TDs and only one interception. Uh, just so short, so close, so close. But we'll see what happens tomorrow. Like I said, man, I'm expecting fully the Falcons to win, not just because I'm a homer, just because I really believe wholeheartedly that the Falcons have a better team than the Saints do. Saints would love nothing more than to beat us and uh, leave that nasty taste in our mouth and tie it up. They can't go out with a sweep for sure. So uh, both teams are looking for a huge win tomorrow. Both teams need this win tomorrow. So you guys tap in for us with us in the morning. We're gonna do a pregame show before the game. We're gonna talk a little bit about some of the potential Falcons changes in the front office. The rumor mill that's kind of going around talking about them potentially firing Terry Fontenot. We're going to talk about some potential head coaching options if they do fire Raheem Morris and we lose. I believe if we win, Raheem will probably save his job. We'll talk about some other GM options as well too, or what some of the buzz is saying. We definitely appreciate you guys tapping in. If you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button. Point Game Official, man, we give you completely unbiased, non-emotional takes that are grounded objectively in sports combo and breakdowns. So you want to, hear the game that's simplified for the average fan while engaging with the sports enthusiasts, hit like and subscribe button. Tap that cash app too, man. If you want to show us some love and really, really support us. But we're gonna go ahead and tap out. We'll be on pregame tomorrow by about 12:15 at the latest, 12 o'clock at the earliest. And then we will just go straight into the live stream watch party. We're expecting a lot of numbers out. Definitely tell a friend, bring a friend along. We're going to be gearing up for doing giveaways pretty soon as well, too. So just stay tuned, man. We appreciate all the growth. We appreciate all the support from you guys. C-Mo to C. Mitchell, Point Game Official, and the Falcons Bird. Checking out. Peace.